how do you pronounce his last name? Odonchi? You know, the guy that wrote The English Patient.
Yeah.
How do you pronounce his last name?
I think it's Ondaatje.
Ondaatje. What kind of name is that?
It's a Dutch name, I think.
It's Dutch? Okay. He said that he said his favorite quote of mine was the one about there's a very fine line between fiction and nonfiction, and I believe I snorted it in 1976. Yeah. So that's where those two things came together. And I would just like to share with the folks some advice that Willie Nelson gave me before I got into politics, just before, that has served me very well in politics and in life. Willie said, if you're going to have sex with an animal, always make it a horse. Because that way, if things don't work out, at least you know you've got a ride home.
I don't know if it answers my question, but I'll accept it. So, how come that you choose a main character, protagonist for your novels, which are so much like yourself? Aren't you afraid that people will get it all mixed up, or is that the point?
Yeah, I guess it. All the people are real people, and their names, I use their real names. Probably because I'd never written mystery before. I wanted to. Mystery's a great field. At least it was until I went to one of these mystery writers conventions in Colorado, where everybody has a hat at a jaunty angle, you know, and all this. But they offer resolution. Mysteries, a good mystery will offer resolution, and life never does that. Almost never. So I started with Georges Simenon, who I like very much, and he wrote all these really good books. Inspector McGray gets a blowjob, you know, Inspector McGray
gets another blowjob.
Yeah. Inspector McGray steps on an ant, whatever it is, he's got them all. And then Simenon kind of went over a cliff, right? Today people don't seem to be into him. I mean, but
Simenon?
Yeah, maybe here, yeah. Well, America changes quickly. It's a very fickle country, and very influential in the world. So I predict you guys will be fickle in a couple of years too. You know,
but he's not as great as he has been, I must admit. But he's also has a cult following among mystery buffs.
Well, he had this method. He would take a postcard or something like that, and he'd start the mystery from that. He would have he wouldn't have anything said. Nothing. I mean, if you're diagramming your whole damn book, that's ridiculous. And that's not what fiction should be about. Fiction should be, ironically, about the truth.
Yeah, but and mystery novels, a wise man has said, is about the only truth we know. It's about death. And then it's about what causes it, and it's mostly sex or money.
Sex or money causes most death?
No, makes people kill each other.
Well, can I put a plug in for that Man in Black tequila, Henrik, up there? We're giving free shots while they last of Kinky Friedman's Man in Black tequila. And I just want to say, I used to drink Guinness all the time on stage, and it's the drink that kept the Irish from taking over the world. But now I drink tequila, and I call it the Barry Manilow drink, because it makes you feel good for a short period of time. And this Man in Black, thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I will just tell you, if you have a shot of it, it's we at Man in Black salute Zorro, Paladin, and Johnny Cash. And I will tell you, this is not your father's tequila. This is your grandfather's gardener's tequila. Here,
cheers.
Texas toast. Here's to honor. Get on her and stay on her. Ooh la la hoo la la hoo.
It's good stuff.
Got about 2 taste buds left, but they're having a hell of a party.
I can understand you switched to this stuff because they hit the 2 taste buds pretty well.
This is great. Yeah.
You're smoking cigars and you clearly like a drink. How do you feel about this escalating Puritanism which we are being confronted with all over the world? I mean, you are not allowed to smoke except in certain reservations.
Well, I can understand America doing this, but I'm surprised at you guys. And surprised that countries like Ireland or places like Hawaii that I thought would have more balls about this, you know, and would say, like we do in Texas, you know, we do whatever the hell we want to do in Texas. But we haven't been doing what we want to do, and nobody has. I mean, there's been I think America started it, but I don't know, though. People say it started somewhere else, but this political correctness, or whatever the hell it is, that has sanitized and homogenized the entire planet.
But isn't it funny that America, who believes in the right for every human being to pursue happiness and freedom and his own values, is now sort of supporting a line of politics which is about telling everybody else what to do?
Yeah, it's what "they ain't making Jews like Jesus anymore" is all about. It is that if a young Richard Pryor or George Carlin came in here tonight, we couldn't make them really big successes today. We could not turn them into Lady Gaga or Justin Bieber, or even mainstream. Today, no way. Not in America, anyway. So, yeah, you know, I mean, I see the internet as contributory to this, but I mean, I don't want to be a complete whatever.
Technophobe.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't use it. It's not that I hate it.
It's all right.
I don't hate it. I have people that use it and tell me what they see. That's how
Do you want to read a piece from your book and let's conclude your session with that?
I want to keep my remarks brief because I've still got to do a show over there. I have one short joke which has never gone over for me, but it amuses me. See, it keeps me in the game. And I'd like to run it. I mean, I'll try it tonight. It'll work tonight, probably. It worked last night for the first time in Falkenberg, Sweden. I really went over it.
If it works in Sweden, it works everywhere.
But